Okay, so today we're working on a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and this thing came in for a noise, to put it politely. In other words, the customer had to tow this thing in. I took it for a very short road test, and I didn't think I was going to get back to the shop because it just feels like the back end's about ready to fall out of this thing. Rumbling, shaking, rattling, the whole 9 yards. So this is what we're finding wrong with these things. You think the rear end's going out on it, but actually what it is when you put on the rack, the rear drive shaft, now this is what it's supposed to look like. We've already made the repair, but the rear drive shaft where it bolts to the rear differential has got a rubber coupling bushing there. And that gives a lot of problems. Also, the drive shaft center support will give some problems too. And this is serviced as an assembly. So you buy from the dealer. At this time you buy the whole thing brand new. It's got the coupling, the drive shaft, all the way up to the transmission. Center support, the whole, all that stuff's on there. And we've already made the repairs on this one. It's driving wonderful now. Let me show you what it's not supposed to look like. Okay, so this is what it's not supposed to look like. What do you got here?
I didn't know.
So we got a center support right here, and that's real weak. That thing is just wobbling all over the place. Look at that thing. It's terrible, right? Okay, and then we also have the coupling, which comes off of this thing. And if you look at that, hold that up there for me, Chris.
Sure.
And you can see that thing has got cracks all over the place right there. It's just coming apart. And that's what actually was making all the noise right there, because the coupling is what connects the drive shaft to the rear differential. And as you're driving down the road, and that thing is transmitting the torque from the drive shaft to the rear end, it's not transmitting it smoothly. And you can just look at this thing really close. You'll see it's just cracked all to pieces there. Bend it out a little bit for me, sir. Yeah, see that? It's about ready to come apart. Now again, the dealer, this is where we got this one from. They serviced the whole shebang right here, the whole drive shaft from the transmission side all the way up to the differential side, which is actually a pretty good setup because you get everything. You don't have to mess around with the center support. You just bolt the sucker on and you're good to go, and it works pretty good. So that's what we found on these late model Jeeps. If you got one that's shaking and rattling, feels like the rear end's about ready to drop out, put it up on the rack and check your rear drive shaft connection to your rear differential. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Have a great day.
Better get some good,
Yeah. I can't get the camera to